Yeah, look, I think the league just attracted. It's a really good league. It's grown a lot in the last couple of years, and I was really excited when my agent brought up the opportunity to come here. Especially Colorado, it's a team full of young players and a really good environment, and I couldn't wait to get started in that project. And yeah, it's been really good the last couple of weeks, so I'm really happy with my move so far, and yeah, hopefully better things to come.
We'll go to Braden North.
Hey Lucas, I'm Braden Nurse. I write for the Denver Post. Welcome to Colorado. Matt Wells just now went kind of on and on about your experience, your personality traits at such a young age. Can you tell us about some of those traits? I think you pointed out your leadership and work ethic in particular, and sort of where those came from.
Yeah, obviously as a young defender, you still got to be a leader on the field. It's great to have a coach that believes in me, and I'm just excited to bring my traits to the team. I like to be like a ball playing defender, comfortable with defending. Obviously, getting blocks in, clean sheets, they're all so important. So I can't wait to give my all for the team. Hopefully, get as many minutes and clean sheets and blocks as possible, and just help the team out as any way I can.
Matt Wickham.
Hey, Lucas, good to see you. Matt Wickham with HitFest. Last time I saw you, you were kind of taken into facilities at training last summer here in Colorado. You've now made the move from Australia to Colorado and have gone to Florida for preseason. That's a lot for anyone, let alone a young person entering a new league, a new team, a new country. What's the experience been like for you?
Yeah, it's been awesome. The whole team, the staff, the management, they've all been really welcoming, and they've really helped me become comfortable in the team even in a short period of time. So now I'm comfortable with all the boys, the staff, and the management. So it's been really easy to integrate, and I've really enjoyed it so far. Florida's been great. We've worked hard, worked on our principles, and it started to come into fruition in that game against Nashville. And we just hope to keep going in the next couple of practice games for our first game in Seattle, and we're all looking forward to it. Everyone's ready, everyone's been working hard. So yeah, it's just about combining as a team, getting that team bonding up, and we've all been doing that really well, and we just can't wait to get started.
Keith Richard.
Hi, Lucas. Keith Richards with Team MBS Media. I know you haven't had a chance to play a full regulation match. Just wondering what your thoughts initially are on the differences between MLS and the A-League so far.
Yeah, obviously last season, as I knew I was coming, I started watching a lot of MLS, and there's a lot of quality in the league. I think the A-League's just a really young league, a lot of young players making their debuts and, trying to get out. And I think the MLS has become like a really established league for anyone, really. There's a lot of different types of players in the league that bring all their own qualities, and I'm just happy to be here and really looking forward to the challenge and, getting in, playing as many games as I can, because the MLS was like a great league, a great place for me to develop and keep going.
Mark Goodman.
Hey Lucas, I'm Mark Goodman. I write for and I'm a podcaster with Holding the High Line. Welcome to the Rapids. So many years ago, I was at Cole Bassett's opening press conference where he signed a contract with the club and stood next to Tim Howard, and I got to interview his parents about how proud they were of their kid of becoming a professional. What's the feeling from your family about you this year going far away? Are you going to see them? How are they part of this journey for you as you move from Australia to the United States?
Yeah, no, my parents have been massive, obviously. I've got a brother as well who plays professionally back in Australia. He moved to Denmark when he was only 18 as well, so we've been through this before. My parents have been massive in both of our careers so far. They've always been there for us, always been supportive of us, and they're really excited for me to take on this opportunity after seeing how much my brother enjoyed it. So yeah, they've been really good. My brother's been really good supporting. We've always got each other's back, so the whole family's just really tight-knit. We all get behind each other, and they've all been there for me since I've started this move, and they'll continue to be there for me. I think they'll try and get over for a couple of games this season, and the whole family's really tight. We all back each other, so it's good. We all support each other.
Ricardo Cominelli.
Lucas, Ricardo here with Area Sports Network. Thank you for your time here today. We just got caught up with Coach Wells, who emphasized a lot on having high work ethic and hopefully reaching peak performance level by the time we get to the end of preseason. I'm just curious to know, how are you managing this physical load during the intense preseason, and is it a little bit different? What are some differences that you've seen from your previous experience in Australia?
Yeah, obviously it's helped me since I've come mid-season from Australia. You know, we were 12 games into the season when I left, so it's given me a bit of an upper hand coming in. So I felt really good coming into training, felt good physically. You know, it's a lot different to A-League preseason. You know, back in Australia, the preseason's like 4 months. So a short, sharper preseason here, higher intensity. It's been really good. I've really enjoyed it. And yeah, obviously I just can't wait for the games to get started. But yeah, Matt's been working us really hard. We've all been getting through the work, and we're all looking forward to the season starting.
Back to Matt Pollard.
Lucas, there's a few fellow Aussies within the organization. How much interaction have you had with goalkeeper coach Chris Sharpie or reference to center back Charlie Harper?
Yeah, I actually haven't met Charlie yet, but Sharpies, it's always good to see a familiar face. Well, I didn't know him before I came here, but good to have another Aussie here. You know, we chat a lot about the Aussie culture, and it's good to have someone that I can relate to here. But like I said earlier, like all the boys, all the staff, all the management, they've all been really good helping me settle in. So Sharpie's just another one of those that's helped a lot, and it's been really good.
Braden.
Yeah, Lucas, while you're on the other side of the world in the middle of the season, how have you sort of passively prepared for and dealt with all the change that has happened with this club since you signed the contract? You know, new coach, bunch of new players, different star players, and it seems like a completely new system.
Yeah, before I came, Matt gave me a call and just sort of introduced himself, sort of laid out how he viewed how I'd fit into his team, and it was really good to, you know, get reassured that after the old coach left that I was still a valued member of the organisation and that he'd had big plans for me. So, look, I'm just really looking forward to getting the season started. You know, playing under Matt, he's been implementing some really good qualities to our team. We've all been really enjoying it, and yeah, we're all looking forward to the season starting, including me.
Matt Wickham.
All right, Lucas, just getting to know you a little bit better. You called yourself a ball playing defender. Do you find yourself more comfortable on the left or right side of a center back pairing? Matt brought up chemistry with regards to the lineups he'll build. Have you built any particular chemistry with any of the center backs or fullbacks that you've been with in camp?
Look, I'm just happy to play wherever the coach needs me, to be honest. If I'm playing on the right and the left, I'm comfortable with both. You know, it's good to have some experience, obviously, in the back line. You know, you've got Keegan Rosenberry's been in the league for a long time. You know, Rob Holding, obviously, has played in the Premier League at the highest level. You got Zach Steffen behind you, Reggie Cannon as well. Like, there's a lot of good experience back there, like, mixed with us young boys like Noah Cobb, Jackson Travis, myself. So we've always been soaking as much you know, leadership and advice from the older players as we can, and we're all just trying to build and get better each day. So they've all helped. You know, Matt's been big focus on the back lines. We've all been benefiting from that, and including me. So I'm looking forward to, you know, still learning, improving, and improving my game.
Matt Pollard.
Sorry, Lucas, how are you preparing for altitude given Australia being relatively at sea level in Brisbane? How are you feeling about that? How are you feeling about just the fitness approach that you're going to need for the club and for the coaching staff's demands?
Yeah, you know, it was tough when we did the fitness test back in Denver. You could definitely feel it, but, you know, it's something that you can't get used to, and I'm looking forward to, you know, getting used to that altitude, because it can become a big home factor, big home advantage that we're going to be using as a team to, you know, beat other teams. So I'm looking forward to working in that and getting used to it so it can help us during match days.
We'll take a few more. We'll go to Matt Wickham.
Lucas, you're listed as number 22 on the roster. Any semblance behind picking the number 22? Do you have any nicknames, any fun facts you want to tell us about you so we can get to know you ahead of the season?
No, there's not really any particular reason I picked 22. You know, I just thought it's a nice number, it was available, so I thought, why not? I was 12 in my previous club, so it's sort of similar. So I guess it gives me a bit of resemblance back to home. But no particular reason. Don't have any nicknames, to be honest. Sort of just Lucas. So no, I don't have anything for you there. But yeah, just obviously 18-year-old from Australia, just looking to, you know, enjoy his football in America, and yeah, just keep improving, help the team as much as I can in any way. So yeah, that's all I got for you.
Hey, Lucas, kind of a two-part question. World Cup's here in the States this summer, with United States and Australia being in the same group. Has there been any playful banter between yourself and teammates about that World Cup match upcoming? And do you plan to stay here to attend maybe some World Cup matches or go back home during their break?
Oh yeah, actually there hasn't been much banter yet. I'm sure as we get closer to the fixtures, I'm sure there'll be a bit of banter between me and the boys. Look, I'd love to watch some games in America. You know, the World Cup only comes around every 4 years, so it'd be great to watch and actually get to some games. But yeah, I'll try and go back and see my family as well back in Australia because, you know, if I have a break, I'll go see them. I'll miss them. So yeah, any chance I can get, I'll go see them. But I hope to catch some games in America as well. Should be great.